Hey everyone, it's Nelson Miller here with PA Creative. I'm the creator of the Divi Assistant plugin, and this video is a highlight of the new features that we just released in version 1.3. So let's take a look. You can follow along on the blog post. I'll have, explanations of everything and screenshots. So let's just jump right into the interface. Now, the first thing that I'm going to point out is the thing that we've had a lot of requests for, and it's because we have so many features, so many settings. It's hard to find your settings sometimes. I mean, think about on your phone, like sometimes how many settings you are. I often find myself using a search bar even within my phone settings. So we have added a search bar, so you'll see the search icon right here. And so just go up there and click that. And as soon as you click that, this search bar will appear. We automatically put the focus on there. So now, if I search a keyword, for example, hide, just as a pretty good example, right? So here, hide admin bar, hide this or that, hide, Divi AI, hide Divi Cloud. So I'm seeing hide upsells. Let's click on that. When you click on the search result card, it will come to that tab. See that? See how I'm in here? So yeah, that's a pretty cool feature. What else can I search for? Font, maybe. So you can see about uploading fonts, styles helper. And again, if you just click on it, it literally goes to that spot. Okay, so that's hopefully something that's just really helpful for your own user experience with the plugin, finding what you need and everything like that. Another thing that I'll say right here about that, all this text that you see, think about it, all this text, right? This is all part of our plugin, the name of these tabs, everything here, right? We now have translation support. So now you could take your language file and translate it. And we did one as an example just to show you. So when you go over to the WordPress settings, go to general, and then if I change the site language, we have Spanish, so we added Espanol, and that's, again, this is kind of an example really. What you'll do is you'll take that language file and you can take it into a PoEdit or Loco Translate and translate all of the text strings, and then share that with us, and we'll put it in the plugin so every update it'll automatically be included. So that's how you can be a part of Divi Assistant, translating it for your language. So here you can see everything's translated into Spanish. All right, now let's get to some of the fun stuff. So, here's one. We added a checkbox when you're importing and exporting. So when you go up here, and the reason we did that, let me get back to English. All right, here we go. So here, include Divi Assistant settings. Before we didn't have that option. It was just included by default when you import and export our settings. Now, for some reason, you could choose whether or not you wanted it. So it just made sense to have it as an actual setting. All right, next, here we go. So Divi 4.26 released a new dashboard. So when you go over to Divi, see how it says dashboard right there. It used to be theme options was the first. So even if you click that, it would go to theme options. Now it goes to this dashboard. This is the new dashboard that they have and the new update. So you can see these upsells. Here's quick sites, support, documentation. This here looks a little familiar. Saying if it's updated or not. I don't know where I saw that before, but that's okay. Proves that we were on the right track there with our interface, right? All right. So maybe you don't want this. Maybe you want to completely remove it and pretend it didn't happen. There you go. You can do that. Maybe you want to hide just this quick sites because you don't want your client to use this, right? Maybe you want to get rid of all these but keep this. Maybe. So what we did in Divi Assistant 1.3, now when you go over here to Visual Builder Helper, now we have interface hacks, and that's kind of like these other things in the Visual Builder. And then there's Divi upsells, because I didn't know what else to call it, because it's like things related to Elegant Themes, other products, which is, they're fine, but it's just some people need them all for various reasons, especially for clients, right? So look, now you can hide the Divi dashboard, so you can hide the whole thing. When that setting is enabled, look, it's not there. And even if I click this, it'll go to theme options, back like how it was before, right? Or maybe you want to just hide that, just the upsells, like that. So now it's just that, right? Maybe you want to hide this. Well, that's going to be a new setting. That leads me into the next really cool feature, I think. So with the Divi AI as one of those things, We used to have a setting that just said completely disable Divi AI, and that was great because it hides it from, the role editor and everywhere. It just turns it off. No one sees it ever with our setting. What we've done now is broken these up into separate features, because you know how Divi has separate features. Someone actually came to us and I think they wanted the text maybe, but not the image, something like that, right? Or maybe they didn't want this, or some people are saying how to disable the quick sites. There you go. There you go. All right, I'm gonna save those changes. So now when I was even be in the dashboard here, it's not there. We remove that. And then the different AI features when you're in the builder, now it's going to depend, do you want to see the layouts? You want to see image in the image anytime there's an image field or anytime there's a text field or code? Now you get to choose. How cool is that? So that's actually took a lot of work. Oh, here's a big one. So in this update, we added a new code editor right here in the back end. So, we had our other editors, to show the tab that's in the visual builder, which I think is cool. But now you actually have a full editor, and we might have some other plans for this. Let's see what we can do here with that. Now the accessibility helper is the last big thing we did. So we actually did 13 major improvements to this. This is the only plugin for Divi right now that is keeping up to date with this many changes. It's really exciting to be able to solve what could, potentially be legal issues. Now we don't have any kind of statement that says that it solves every single one, but it helps, right? Our claim is that we solve all known issues. If something is known as an issue in Divi and we're aware of it, our plugin automatically solves it. You don't have to do anything except go into Accessibility Helper and enable all of these settings, okay? The one setting that we added here, so when you have the browser pinch and zoom on mobile, now we have the maximum scale that's set to 5. That's actually something that was needed for you to be able to set that maximum scale, okay? And again, here's a list of all the other things. We did a video recently on accessibility. And as always, go check the changelog. You can actually play in our live demo. We have an admin demo for all of our plugins now. So you can go and feel what it's like to be using our plugins before purchasing. We hope that you like that as well. And Divi Assistant has always had it, but now we've combined all of our plugins into one sandbox site. So you can play around with all of our plugins for like 4 hours, and then it expires, and you can make a new one, of course, if you want. There you go. So you can do that. You can obviously, like I said, read the changelog. There's a lot of things that I don't mention in a video like this. And yeah, I hope you really like this. Some of these features, like the translation support, took a tremendous amount of work. The settings search did as well, and of course the accessibility features. And then we're really excited about adding all those new features, keeping up with Divi updates. That's one of the things about our plugin. Every setting in Divi Assistant is relevant. We don't have any depreciated settings that work for the old header or anything like that. That was kind of the thing about Divi Assistant when I started. I didn't want it to be just one of those plugins that had all the features for the old Divi. Let's move to the future. And we already are well underway with Divi 5 support, and when that launches, we will be ready with Divi Assistant. So we look forward to that and continuing to add other new features. So let us know. We hope you enjoy this update. All right, we'll see you in the next video.